want you all to embrace is the beauty in the book of Revelation. It is a beautiful book. And our reading from Revelation today is one of those beautiful pictures. One of the things that the book of Revelation is about is heaven. And that heaven is not some wispy, ethereal place that is nothing like our day-to-day life. Like, I have lived a life on earth in a body. I can run my toes through the grass and feel the sun on my face and the embrace of someone that I love. But heaven's nothing like that, because I'm going to be in a cloud with a golden harp floating around like a ghost. And so what does the book of Revelation say about heaven? So we're in Revelation 21 today. Now this is the Apostle John, one of the friends of Jesus, who he had this vision that God gave him of heaven and the things that are going on in heaven. And he says this: I saw a new heaven and a new earth. For the first heaven and the first earth had passed away, and the sea was no more. I saw the holy city, the new Jerusalem, coming down out of heaven from God, prepared like a bride adorned for her husband. And I heard a loud voice from the throne saying, see, the home of God is among mortals. He will dwell with them as their God. They will be his people, and God himself will be with them. He will wipe every tear from their eyes. Death will be no more. Mourning and crying and pain will be no more, for the first things have passed away. And the one who is seated on the throne said, see, I am making all things new. Water of life. So here's the thing. I always like to mess with people's understanding of heaven. As Father Joel Prather of St. Bart's, I like to say to everyone on Easter, so I can be a provocateur, I don't care if anyone goes to heaven when they die. I care very much that every single human being is resurrected in their physical body, just like Jesus' resurrection body, to everlasting life. Does that make sense? I'm not saying I don't care about people's eternal destiny. Heaven, as we understand it, going to heaven when I die, the thief on the cross, today you'll be with me in paradise. Like that is described in the Bible as like temporary. Our soul is going to spend some time in heaven when we die. And if we're trusting Jesus, our soul will be with Jesus. But what does it say here in Revelation? That heaven comes down to earth, and God is going to dwell among people. We don't go to heaven when we die. God comes to us for all eternity. That's the Bible. That's not Father Joel. That's Revelation 21 verses 1 through 6. And if you read the larger narrative story of the scriptures, the goal, we may spend time in heaven after we die. Please hear me. I believe that my Father is in heaven with Jesus right now. When he passed away 2.5 years ago, I'm not saying that that's not true, but that's not the goal. I want my dad and all of your departed loved ones and myself and all of you to be physically resurrected in our bodies like Jesus was on the first Easter, so that I can physically live in a place, a new earth, where the center point is the new Jerusalem that came down out of heaven. This is the beautiful thing about the Christian hope. It's not a fairy tale. it's not just ghosts and spirits floating around on clouds. It's a real earth made new, where there's no tears, no mourning, no crying, no pain, because Jesus has made all things new. But it's really real. You're really you. I'm really me. My dad is really my dad. We're really on an earth where I can run my toes through the grass and look at the city of God, because it's a real city. I would much rather have something real than fairy tales. Praise the Lord that that's true. Heaven comes to us at the end, which according to Jesus is the beginning, because he makes all things new. Praise the Lord.